All right, family. You already know what time it is. You with the general. You're rocking with the best. We got fire conversation going on tonight. Topics. Are they trying to purposely start another pandemic? That's right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Am I on? Yeah, we in the house. We're in the house. Matter of fact, let me get the right background in there. That's right. That's right. Let me get the right one in there for us. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. And because my understanding, let's deal with this. We started to hear about this new from in North Carolina in the house. Most definitely, yeah. Uh yeah, but we're gonna talk about this, man, because it seemed to be that they slipping up on this goddamn this Hunter virus. You see what I'm saying? They trying to say that the shit is on and then made it to the mainland United States. They saying the shit done made it to the mainland United States. And yeah, I'm just like, man, this shit is ridiculous, man. It's about time to spark a fire in this motherfucker for real. You know what I'm saying? If it turned out to be another pandemic, man, cause these motherfuckers out here playing games with people's lives, man. You know what I'm saying? People's gonna have to rise to the occasion, man. We can't take this shit standing, sitting down no goddamn more. Cause this is ridiculous. You know, it should be almost like, man, since COVID, like anytime you see some shit, like like any type of abnormal virus, especially if people die from the motherfucker, it should be like 911. You know what I'm saying? 911 immediately. You see what's going on. You supposed to have whatever CDC or whatever the fuck it is. They should be over there immediately to the ship. You know what I'm saying? Wherever this shit is popping off, they should have had motherfucking helicopters heading to that ship. CDC, World Health Organization, but they should have hit that shit immediately. You know what I'm saying? Coming, and getting samples, man, taking them people somewhere, man. They got to have like some kind of goddamn island where they could take these damn peoples, man. And I ain't trying to, but if you got some shit that could fucking start a damn pandemic again, we can't take no more damn pandemics. Do you understand what I'm saying? We can't take no more goddamn pandemics. No. And it kind of bothered me from the beginning because they wasn't nobody was really reporting on the shit. They was out there, but they wasn't really reporting on the shit. And so I'm thinking to myself, like, what the fuck is wrong? And they got this simpleton, and that's he was the head of the World Health Organization, even during COVID. Even during COVID, and he was fumbling the ball, even then, with all the rest of them, with all the rest of them. What have y'all implemented since COVID that, and when you see some shit popping off like that? And wait a minute, before we get started, family, I want to make sure y'all click that link at the top of the chat, Patreon, and get over. We got a 12-part series jumping off where we're going to be breaking down a lot of, the truth about what's going on out here, FBA, Pan-Africanism, indigenous. We're going to talk about all, and we're going to lay the facts out. I want you over there. This undisputable. It's a 12, and we starting it off trapped on the plantation. That's right. FBA tales from the big house, just can't break the cycle. So we starting off with the fire. So click that link and make sure you get over there and get that work. But anyway, family, it's supposed to be, ding, 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 ding. They're supposed to be ringing the alarm soon as they hear people have died. Now, if people have died, that's some deadly shit. That is some deadly shit for people to die from a virus, and it's filth. Man, we living in a world of filth, and then you got people that you got to understand, man, that these Illuminati folks got an agenda to wipe out a whole lot of people, man. They trying to, get the wealth. They trying to get the resources for themselves. And it's a given that they have literature and monuments that is that was revealing that they wanted to get rid of a whole lot of people on this planet. That's why they got rid of them damn stones down there in Georgia. You see them whatever them stones, they got rid of them stones because it talked about getting the population of the world down to 500 million. What the hell do you intend to do that? You see, what do you intend to do to get damn near 8 billion population down to 500 million? You see? And so anytime you see some shit like just these viruses just popping up and shit, you know what I'm saying? And so contagious. See, they've been weaponized. They've been goddamn weaponized. When that shit is been weaponized, man, they know they adding shit. They fucking around up there in them laboratories and they creating shit. You know what I'm saying? We've been here on the goddamn planet for forever. We talking about the primordials. We've been here forever. We ain't never had no diseases that could wipe us off the planet, man. Because once you stay in the realm of nature and the cosmos, you are equipped with all the necessary instruments and weaponry and utensils where the body, even if it hit us, we can, develop a certain level of defense. And that's why you got to stay connected to the cosmos, because the cosmos is just, nigga, it's just like when you got a computer. Where you think they getting all this shit from? You understand? They trying to replicate nature. So just like your computer, man, when a software or get too it becomes old or outdated, they'll say download the new the update. You know what I'm saying? And so the cosmos know what you need. And if goddamn it something hit your body and shit, man, listen here, the body is gonna connect to the cosmos. It's gonna connect. You understand? And it's gonna download and it's gonna see where the body is. The cosmos is gonna take your temperature, nigga. The cosmos, that's what happened. That's why we still here. Ain't no goddamn hospitals and shit. We had hospitals, but you saying we talking about on the level where all these diseases and shit and that exist today, which is a lot of man-made diseases. I mean, and then you really didn't see hospitals until ancient Egypt. You understand? Yeah, you had a medicine man, and we still profound. Now, I'm not taking nothing away. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't have like what you see modern hospitals until ancient Egypt. Where they had doctors of every, ailment and disease. This was documented. But, so, I mean, what did people do before the hospitals? You know what I'm saying? What did they do? And we are still here. We have not went anywhere because we equipped. And so when you start to fucking with your body and eating all this garbage and you see, and they in here trying to cut your DNA, all of this shit that you got to watch these motherfuckers. All the shit that you eating, they got goddamn nanobots in the shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what they in there cutting out your body. And they got this shit, man, where they can motherfucking man, listen here, man. This shit is crazy what they trying to do today. Go in there and clip out certain segments of your goddamn DNA. They got robots, nigga, with arms on them, little small ass where they can put in your blood, nigga. And that shit will go in there clipping out certain segments of your DNA. It can have a payload where it can inject and nigga fuse a different type of sequence into that, that, or just leave it out. But and I don't think I guess they can clip it and leave it, but it's gonna cause a chain reaction in your body. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something that's connected to that. It's something that's connected to these sequences. They got the ability to do that. Okay, so you by them, changing, use a lot of these niggas out here, what they call that, a genetically modified nigga. You see, not GMO, but a GMN, or a genetically modified nigga. You see, and so now when something hits your ass, you can't, you go down much quicker. They in the food and everything else. Where I'm at, let me see what Ray's saying. All of them, all of them, all of them, all of them. Ain't no. Thank you, family. Thank you, family. I appreciate you. I don't give. Ain't no Republican, Democrat. That shit don't mean nothing. These is all Neanderthals. They all Neanderthals. They all Neanderthal. You ain't no goddamn. They all got the same objective. They all got the same objective. You understand what I'm saying? You can't put no label on. They all come out the cave. They all was on all fours. I mean, it is what it is, and they still act the same damn way. They don't change. That's in their nature. You cannot expect somebody nature. You cannot change nature. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be what the cosmos pre-coded in your DNA. And so they want to go in there because we primordials. We ain't trying to change nothing. You see, we can already show what we didn't put on the planet. You know what I'm saying? We didn't rock the house, nigga. We didn't put shit on the planet that's still blowing the mind right now today. So what we don't need to change shit. You see, so the thing is, man, we got to wake up. Ain't no differences in no Neanderthals. That's what we got to quit call them what they is. See, this is when we plan ourselves. I don't get caught in this particular nation and shit. And this is just an illusion. Once all this nationalistic shit phase out and you get right down to the core nature of a thing, what the fuck is the nature of a thing, regardless of political affiliation, religious? What is the nature of that thing? And so when you shed all of that, you're gonna get down to the truth, the raw and the bare truth of what you're working with. You see, and they've been this way from time immemorial. You see, they've always had these pandemics, from Black Death and oh my God, all these nasty diseases, man. I mean, and you comfortable. That's some more shit that's in the ethnogenesis. Yeah. Yeah, y'all out there with Becky? Yeah, you got that bump on your lip, nigga. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you got to flare up. Yeah. Yeah, you got to flare up. That came with the package. I know what you niggas out there doing. We got to tell the truth, man. We got to tell the truth in order to, that we can rise above this. We got to do something about it. We got to control our community. We got to control, the minds of our people to the extent where they don't sacrifice themselves to these beasts. You understand? And we got to save the babies, at the bare minimum. We got to save the children that's coming up, man. Real talk. If these niggas want to sacrifice themselves, but we got to, and I understand, we got to save ourselves too. But we got to save ourselves and our baby, because we got to stay fighting for them, so that they can get up to speed. You feel what I'm saying? Get to their full capacity and strength. So they still got some time, but so that means we got to do the right thing here and now. Why they ain't talking about this? I mean, this shit is crazy. Y'all niggas sitting out here on this bullshit, and y'all ain't telling the people what's really going on out here. We been doing this, nigga. Don't try to act like we are one a topic fucking community, nigga. We have opened up topics on all this garbage that you niggas ain't even talking, because you got love in your heart for the beast, and that's what's holding you back. We don't have that. Okay, so listen, it can get critical out here. You better strengthen your immune system as best you can. Strengthen your immune system as best you can and fortify. You know what I'm saying? Come up off all that bullshit as much as possible. You understand? Don't let your blood be sluggish. Get your blood, get them white blood cells up. Get them white blood cells up. It's that time, because you're going to need to be fortified. And you might have to put that you might as well get you some of them. They say the masks don't work, but goddamn it, I don't. You please put the motherfucker on anyway, Get ready. You know what I'm saying? You already been through it one time. You better fortify while you can for this shit and you can't get shit. You remember what you needed. Make sure what we couldn't get. No C's, no vitamin C, couldn't get the zinc, all of that shit that fortify your immune system, man. You got to keep that shit on deck. You got to keep that shit on deck. You know what I'm saying? Damn that way, for a year's worth of that shit. Whatever it is, you got to keep it on deck and keep a year's. We was in it longer than a year. At the bare minimum, you got to keep a year. You know what I'm saying? Worth of it. And maybe by that time, your body will be so fortified that it'll be in full capacity. But it's time to, it's time to go to work. You understand? It's time to enforce black power in our goddamn community. All that begging these beasts, nigga, it's about to be over with, nigga. It's time. It's the end time. It's time to get ready for the holy war. You feel what I'm saying? And get ready to get this victory. That's what we focusing in on. Before we get up off of here, family, make sure you get over there to the General SETI Patreon page. First part of the 12-part series Trapped on the Plantation, FBA, Tales from the Big House. Tales from the Big House, family. Just can't break the cycle. Just can't break the cycle. Leave your mind open for reason. I know it, sometimes you just got to leave. Listen to me. If I don't leave nothing else with you, I know a lot of our peoples they get in these cults and shit, and they don't leave their mind open for reason. They trap. It's like a river and somebody dams the river and it stops flowing. You know what I'm saying? It becomes stagnated and the water get dirty and filthy. Then you get to seeing all the mosquitoes, and then the vegetation start to rot and it get to stinking and shit like a swamp. You got to let the water flow. You got to let the water flow through. You feel me? So you can get that fresh water. Everything is fresh and fluid. Wake up, family. I'll see y'all in a minute. Boom. Black power.